Hello guys, welcome to Money on Crypto, where we teach you how to make money leveraging on top class information and knowledge. So today we are having the Money on Crypto series, and this is where we talk about everything that's happened in the crypto space, give you information that would help you make good money in the crypto space. So I'll be talking to you from Binance, and we'll be heading to coin market cap to check a couple of analysis, and in the course of this video I'll be sharing personal views on what I think is going to be happening to the crypto space. So let's just go ahead and see what the crypto market has for us. Okay, so let's go to my Binance account. Okay, this is my Binance. Always remember to keep your apps safe and secured in a different lock, so you never know who might be out there. So just always stay secured with maintain high level of security with your apps. Okay, so let's go straight ahead and look at this. Okay, so Bitcoin is at $44,507 $80.52. Okay, it's actually fluctuating, and it has had a 16%. Wow, this is a massive, a whopping 16% increase. So let's go look at it, and let's look at the charts and see what the chart has to tell us. Okay, now we're looking at, this is a 1-day chart. We're looking at a 1-day chart, and when I'm just looking at what I'm seeing here, it's telling me that Bitcoin is likely going to rise. If you look at, how do I explain this? If you look at the RSI is telling you the quantity of individuals that are buying into the market. That's what the RSI is actually the least indicator on my chart. So I'm having like 73.67, telling me that a lot of people are buying into it. And if you're to be trading crypto now, if you're trading, I know a lot of people are not trading. If you look at the DEM and the DIF, you notice that the DEM and the DIF is the yellow line that is above the RSI. RSI is the last line, so the next one above it is the DIF and the DEM line. So it's used to tell you, it actually tells you like when the red line is on top and the yellow line is below, it's saying that crypto is likely going to rise. And when the yellow line is on top and the red line is below, it's telling you that, when the red line is on top and the yellow is below, it's telling you that Bitcoin, or the assets that you're looking at, is going to drop. And when the yellow line is on top and the red line is below, it's telling that it's going to rise. So if you look at the indicators now, you notice that the yellow line is slightly above and the red line is slightly below, and they're just having two green candles has popped up so far. So if you're looking at this, we're expecting Bitcoin to rise further, and yeah, so that's about Bitcoin on the daily chart. So let me look at it on the what other stuffs are we telling you? That's been an uptrend. So let me expand further and go into a 1-month chart. Okay, now we look at it on the monthly. On the monthly, it's telling you that Bitcoin is likely going to recover because it's heading towards. If you look at the the volumes, you notice that the volumes have increased so far, and you're expecting a whole lot of increase on this chart. So that's because that's all about Bitcoin. So let's look at Ethereum. What is Ethereum saying? I think the Ethereum chart is likely going to be saying the same thing. Let's look at it on the daily. Okay, so yeah, we're having almost the same scenario playing out. Ethereum is not overbought. We're having on the RSI, we're having 66.79, and on the DIF and DEM line, we're having the yellow line slightly on top and the red line coming below with two green candle indicators. So like I said, the DIF and the DEM is the chart immediately after the RSI. That's the least chart on my indicator. So you can find this on Binance, and that's how you walk through it. So maybe I'll make a video on how you can identify on every single one of these charts. So if you're going to be trading on a daily, yes, that's for people who trade futures. I think it's a nice time to buy in, but it's always risky, so you know how to manage your risk. So that's all about it. That's what the market is looking like. Generally, it's a great market. Luna has been doing great. So if you're looking for coins to get this period, I think Luna is a nice coin to pick up. SLM has done its own, and it's not really bad, but you can just pick on them. BNB, the blue chip coins, you can get those too. So that's all about Binance. So let's go to let's talk about why the market is behaving the way it's behaving. Now looking generally at the stock market, you notice that Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency has gone up, and stocks are down. So I think a lot of things is boiling around the Ukraine Russia crisis that we're having currently. And considering the peace talk, a lot of people expected the crisis to end within a very short period, maybe with both parties coming to a conclusion. But it was quite unfortunate that it didn't go well and stocks fell. Now, why is Bitcoin rising amidst this crisis? I discovered that a lot of people have been, Ukrainians basically, they have been receiving donations in Bitcoin. Yeah. So as they're receiving donations in Bitcoin, means more people are getting involved in Bitcoin because it cannot be censored by the government. But then don't be carried away. Russia has the capacity to do the same. So we are seeing a scenario play out where Bitcoin is likely going to pump because Russia has been taken out of the SWIFT. That's I've forgotten the whole definition of SWIFT. But SWIFT is more like a payment structure that enables international banks transact between one another. So Russia has been taken out of that, and they are no longer able to transact or do what they could do before. So okay, let's look at it. SWIFT, yes, okay. So I'm seeing something on SWIFT. I saw something on SWIFT. Yes, Russia banks removed from SWIFT. So the military military conflict in Ukraine overshadowed crypto markets on the weekend, with EU commission banning several Russian banks from SWIFT. So it means Russia is likely going to rely on crypto currencies to do certain transactions. What does that tell you? It actually tells you that likely there might be a lot of there might just be a forward pool in crypto. So my advice to everyone is, if you have your $2, your $10 that you can spare, very important note, that you can spare, you can just add it into the crypto space, and you can make something from there. So what else do you have on our list? Yes, it says USDT peaked against Russian ruble. How do you pronounce that? So basically, crypto is doing well, and because Russia, a lot of sanctions have been labeled on Russia, it means they cannot export, neither can they import. It means their currency is literally losing value externally. That's outside the borders of their homeland. So it's losing a lot of value, and that is what is currently happening. But note this. There's a possibility that crypto might still dip. Do you know why? If the sanctions, if crypto enables Russia the same way it's enabling Ukraine to fund the war, what happens is, like, the West most likely are going to impose sanctions on Russia. On Bitcoin. So they will try to censor Bitcoin. And considering the fact that a lot of holders of Bitcoin are in US, a lot of things will be affected. Yes, a lot of things will be affected. Some people will tend to sell off their asset before it impacts them, so there will be a drop. But let's always note that this is for a short term. It wouldn't last. No matter how censored Bitcoin is, it wouldn't last for a very long time. So I would always advise you apply dollar cost averaging, which means you don't go on buying everything at the same time. You buy little. I know sometimes you just, when the market pumps and you didn't get so much, you feel like you missed out, but don't feel like that. Buy little per time. Just don't always go ahead to buy everything with all the resources you have. Buy gradually. So that's the word, buy gradually. Don't buy with everything you have at the same time. Buy gradually. Okay, so I'm having still on crypto news. That's for February 28th. South Korea investing heavily on metaverse. Now I don't know why, but the South Korean government decided to invest 187 million in the metaverse ecosystem to support the growth of digital content in the country. That's a forward-moving country, and wow, this is really great. This is really great for them. The country's Ministry of ICT foresees a global reach of the metaverse and wants to support the corporate growth with the initiative. So this is an amazing content, and this is a way forward for them. So eBay eyeing crypto payment option. So what does this tell you? There is massive crypto adoption. So this is the time to get into crypto. It is time to get into crypto. There is going to be massive crypto adoption this year. The war is already fueling massive adoption, because if they can fund the war with Bitcoin, it means a lot of people will be investing in Bitcoin. A lot of people will be seeing the possibility of their assets not being held again by Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is changing the whole game for a lot of people. And like I said, Bitcoin is up by 18%. In the last 7 days, up by 18%, and in the past 24 hours, it has been up by 17%. So it's a massive upside for crypto. And yeah, so I think that's all for on crypto news. Well, what's special? We're gonna see any other things. So let's go ahead and check. Okay, so most people in El Salvador against Bitcoin. Wow, this is unexpected. Airbnb users want support from Bitcoin payment. So you see, massive adoption is coming. It's gonna come. It's more like the financial system. Yes, yeah, it's gonna take over the financial system. It's gonna do a whole lot of things. So while you're there seated in your room watching this content, just go ahead and get Bitcoin for yourself, get cryptos for yourself. Whatever it is, you can use the link in the description section to buy crypto for yourself, or you can join our Telegram channel where we post amazing content regularly. Trust me, you wouldn't miss out on anything happening in the crypto space. So we come your way every Tuesday live from Money on Crypto, and we give you the latest information on how you can best maximize your money making opportunity on the crypto space. So we'll come your way next time. Have a wonderful day.